What's up, YouTube? This is Brand from Beach Outdoors. It is Friday. I'm going to work, which is a very new thing to me. I haven't worked a Friday in a very long time. I switched up my schedule when my son was born, so we'd have to find a babysitter on Friday. I would just work 4/10s and have Fridays off. And it's been so nice, but I took yesterday off, so I got to work today to make up for it. So I kind of apologize. I didn't really want to do another video of just me driving to work or whatever and talking to you guys on my GoPro, because I wanted to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to use the GoPro vlog setup like when I do a daily vlog or something, but I'm going to try to stay away from it just to talk to you guys. I think I really wanted to just shoot my bow and talk to you guys, but I just haven't had time. And the arrows I'm shooting right now that are actually cut and set up are older arrows. I upped the poundage on my bow to 70 pounds, so now I need a stiffer spined arrow, which I got. I ended up getting some 340 spined arrows. And the arrows I have now, they're 400 spine arrows, which I can still shoot, but I still want to shoot and be accurate because I don't feel the point of shooting a bow that's not accurate, because I feel like you're not getting practice in. So once I get those arrows cut, then I definitely will start doing those kind of videos where I talk to you and shoot at the same time. So also, second of all, I apologize if the audio is not as good as last time. I'm using a different headset microphone. Left the other one at work. So if the audio is not very good, I apologize for that. So in my last video, I talked about how excuses don't fill deer tags. And I just talked about all the excuses I had for 2017 about why I didn't film anything, why I didn't go hunting a lot. And like I said, those don't fill deer tags. So today I'm going to talk about confidence, because I know firsthand that confidence does fill deer tags. I know from experience, because not having confidence isn't going to get you that deer tag, isn't going to get you that kill, isn't going to put meat on the table. And that's why I really want to talk about. And for 2017, I'm going to do nothing but shoot. And I challenge myself, I challenge you guys to shoot at least 3 or 4 times a week. So when the season does roll around, instead of scrambling to set your bow up, you can take that time to go scouting, plan your hunt, and just have a little more a little bit more better time of it, because I know that if I'm prepared and I'm ready and I'm not stressing to shoot my bow, I know that I'll enjoy the time definitely a lot more. So I've been bow hunting about 5 years, and I like to say that I've only been really know what I'm doing for about a year or two. So I'm still so new at this. There's still so much I'm learning. I'm learning so much every day. And so the first time I went hunting was my uncle went bow hunting for the first time, and then he came home and said, "You need to do this. It's awesome." So I bought like a $100 bow. It's like it was like an old late 80s or early 80s, late 90s model bow. Didn't even know what I bought. Had a rest sight, all that good stuff on it. I bought arrows, didn't cut them, didn't know what spine I needed, and I didn't know how any of the equipment worked. And I shot for a little bit, and we went to camp. We set up camp a day before the archery hunt started. And I basically put the target out there at 15 yards and try to hit it with arrows. Please, if you're just hunting, learning how to hunt, and doing this for the first time, please don't do this. Please know how your equipment works, and please know that you can hit a target at 15 yards, because I couldn't. I hit the target 3 out of maybe 5 or 6 times. It was terrible. There was no way. I'm so glad I didn't even see a deer, because I would have missed terribly, and it would have been, it could have been bad for me, hurt my pride a little bit because I missed a deer, and it could have been bad for the deer if I hit it in a bad spot. So please don't do this. Please know how your equipment works, and please have some form of knowledge of how to bow hunt. Anyway, a couple years went by. I didn't hunt the year after that, but I started shooting a lot, and that was good. I still wasn't really know what I was doing. I was still shooting the wrong arrows, still shooting. I bought a new rest I didn't really care for. And I eventually upgraded to my Bear Mauler, which I have now, and I love that bow. Again, not really knowing what I was doing. I bought some new arrows, probably the wrong spine again, still didn't know about that. But I did shoot quite a bit. But I got it at the first of the year, and then the second of the year, or the second half of the year when the hunt was going to start, I had to reset my bow up, because when I got the bow, I was shooting at like 15 yards. My top pin was the only thing set. And when I say set, it was close. So the day before the hunt, we set up camp, and I'm sitting there trying to at least set out, get up to 30 yards. And here's why that's no good. I didn't have the confidence. When I was back at 30 yards, I would basically pull the trigger on my release and pray that I was going to hit the target. Anyway, I get set up in a really nice place. I've hunted there for years, so I know where the deer come down to feed. And I was in a horse trailer, perfect blind. I did have a couple shooting lanes, and it was a nice setup. So anyway, the deer start coming down the doe. They don't see me, they don't smell me or nothing, and they're close enough I could probably have stuck them with an arrow. And then a beautiful 2-point walks out, nice big-bodied, big mass 2-point. And I don't know if he got a whiff of me or what, but he kind of just trots back past my horse trailer I was sitting at, and then goes up the mountain. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put a stalk on this deer. So I wait for the doe to kind of get by so I can get out of the horse trailer without bugging him, and then I just take off on the mountain. And I'm putting on a great stalk. I've never really put a stalk on a deer before. So for my first time, it was pretty good. I knew where the deer was at all times. I knew there was a doe with him. And I put a stalk on him for about an hour, and I get to the top of the ridge. And to my right, you have the property fence, and then to my left, you have the property where I was hunting. So I was up on that ridge for maybe about 10 or 15 seconds, and I hear something below me. So I start ranging landmarks. I've got a 50-yard rock, I've got a 30-yard rock, and I've got a 20-yard rock. And right after that, the doe hops the fence right at my 30-yard rock. And I start getting excited, and I start thinking, I know that 2 point's right behind her. So I draw back, and as soon as I draw back, the doe jumps the fence behind her. And my heart starts racing because I know I'm going to fill my tag for the very first time. And then something weird happens. Your brain is an incredible machine. The fact that it can process information so fast is so incredible to me. We're talking maybe 1 or 2 seconds, my brain goes from you're finally going to fill your tag to what are you doing? You can't do this. You have not prepared for this. That's too hard of a shot. You haven't made that shot today. You suck, you suck, you suck. My brain goes from that back to shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. So obviously, I listened to that part of my brain, and I remember everything that happened in that 15-second span. What I don't remember is actually putting a pin on the deer. And now looking back on it, I don't think I did. I just let the trigger go. And it was like slow motion. I saw the arrow fly, 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 and hit the ground about 2 feet left of the deer. Both deer take off. My hunt's over because I don't have another hour to stalk a deer, and I'm leaving tomorrow. So that lack of confidence killed me. But going back to what I said, the brain is an incredible thing. We're talking maybe 5 seconds. My brain goes from, you're finally going to fill your deer tag, to, you can't do this, to, shoot it, shoot it, shoot it, back to, how did you miss that shot? That's such an easy shot, you can make that in your sleep. So then my confidence comes back. So I know firsthand that confidence does not fill deer tags. 2016 was a great year. I shot more than I've ever shot before. I did a lot of 3D shoots, which really helped. But I didn't go hunting a whole lot. So I'm hoping in 2017 I can find a great balance of having the confidence, shooting a bunch, knowing exactly where my arrow is going to fly, and then going hunting a lot so I can put that confidence to use. So I challenge each and every one of you. I challenge myself to get out and shoot 3 or 4 times a week. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care that it's raining. Get out and shoot. You need to shoot on all those conditions. Do 3D hunts, because 3D hunts are a very good tool, because you're not going to just sit at 20 yards and fling some arrows, move back to 30, fling some arrows. You're going to have a target at 25 yards, then you're going to have a target at 52 yards, and they just vary. So when you do get in the field, if you got a deer at 30 yards and it gets spooked and it runs back to 45, you need to mentally prepare that, okay, I can still hit that shot. And with you and I shooting all year and knowing, having that confidence, you're going to do that. So if you just want to start out the new year like I'm going to, and you're at 60 yards and you're shooting 12-inch groups, the next day you go out, shoot 11-inch groups and get smaller and smaller and smaller until finally you can, you're having to refletch arrows all the time because you are ripping fletchings off with how tight your groups are. And then you can sit down and finally say that you did it. And then a second later, say, get off your ass and go do it some more. There's still work to be done. So get out and shoot, have the confidence. That's what I'm going to do. I cannot wait to document my progress as a hunter, as I'm not going to say fitness enthusiast because I hate fitness. It's boring to me, but I really want to get in shape, so I can't wait to document for that. Christmas is coming up, so Merry Christmas. The day after Christmas, I'm getting a lot of cool stuff for Christmas, so the day after I'm going to do a video a bunch of archery stuff that I got. Spoiler alert, I'm getting a new sight, so I'm super excited to show you what that sight is. And yeah, and then the vlogs are gonna come January 1st, so I hope you guys enjoy those. Hope you guys enjoy this video and don't care that I'm just rambling in my truck. So anyway, Merry Christmas, guys. Get out there and go shoot, and I'll see you guys later.